Hello, I'm Bruce Gibson of the Howard Spirit Shop, also known as The Giz. The Giz from Tale of the Grape. And we're here with another version of the Tale of the Grape. And I'd like to cover 2 points with you today. First, the last tutorial I did was about wines, red wines, and how to purchase them and take them to dinner. I did, not on purpose, but it was brought to my attention, actually when I watched it myself, that I made a mistake. And I hang my head in solemn sorrow to you. But I had made a comment that the only red wine from Sancerre was Pinot Noir. Let me change that. The only red wine that's allowed to be called Chateau de Sancerre and be red has to be made from Pinot Noir. There are a lot of other red wines that are made, grown, wines made in the Loire Valley. So having cleared that up, I also had one person comment back to me. So I'm going to invite you now, if there are any points of interest, any comments I make that you disagree with, it could be an opinion, it could be a true fact, please send a message back, okay? Or just to say hi so I can know you're out there enjoying or disenjoying, if that's a word. All right? Okay. Second, I'd like to bring up judging a wine by its label. Now, sometimes people judge people by their labels, whether it's their clothes they wear, the car they drive, the people they hang with, where they live, or what their facial hair or other bodily attributes are. So like a person, there are many ideas of how wine should be presented to you. The traditional labeling of the French Bordeaux, the French Burgundians, other countries that have had time-honored quote labels almost scoff at all the new artsy-fartsy kind of labels there are. And people are getting more accustomed to it now, but there are still those that will look at a label and say, ooh, that can't be good wine. I do have 3 bottles of wine here that I'd like to show you. I'll try and make the labels visible to you. So let me just turn over here and grab a bottle, okay? Okay. Okay, here's one. I'll try and hold it so you can read it. It's 90 plus. That's the name. It's a Chardonnay from Australia. This company, 90 plus, they do not own vineyards. They do not own properties. What they do is they search the world and they find wines that are rated by professional, known winemakers, wine aficionados to be 90 points or better. And then they'll contract with the winery that's making the wine, X amount of cases. They'll bottle it under 90 plus. It's kind of like a way for the winery that makes the wine to make added sales at a reduced rate, but it's another way of marketing their wine. So we carry 2 of their wines. We also have a Syrah, which is quite good as well. So again, the label, orange, I don't know. I never look at orange to being something I want to put in my mouth, but except an orange. That's interesting. So, 90 plus sellers. That's one. Let me turn my back to you again. Here's one that came out this past summer. It's called Bear Flag. Very interesting label. I'll spin it slowly, try and let you see the label. After all, the label's much more important than my adorned face with hair. But there's many stories on this label. Now, they make 4 different wines, 2 reds, 2 whites. One they call a soft white, one they call a bright white. And all of their wines are made up of numerous grape varieties that some of you probably never heard before. But they're really interesting wines. The soft white is an easygoing, easy to drink, not a sweet wine, but it has some fragrance to it. And their bright white is more of a drier style wine, again, but not harsh, not acidic. It's drinkable but drier. They make two reds. This happens to be the smooth red, which is easy to drink. You open it up, it's a nice drinking red table wine, lots of good flavors to it. And then they make one that they call the hard red, which is more intense, more earthy, more body to it, but all four wines are very drinkable. So again, label, I don't know. What do you think? The third one, and I wanted to take something a bit of a different wine. This is what we call a sticky, a dessert wine. It's actually an ice wine from Canada. You'll see the color. I hope you can see the color. It's strawberry in color. Why? Because it's made from strawberries. Yeah. And again, a label may not be real enticing, but it's a wine that is superb with dessert. I had this at a wine tasting a couple of years ago, and people were just blown away at the quality. We actually had it with a strawberry cobbler torte kind of a thing. Anyhow, that's another label. So, don't always judge a wine by its label. What you, I think, need to take more into account is judging a wine by what the retailer tells you about it. You have to have trust in somebody. Yourself, number one. Need to know what you like, what the attributes of those wines are, and then be able to relate that to the clerk, the retailer that you shop with. And if they know what they're doing, they will be able to talk flavors with you, understand what you like, and then direct you to wines that they think you'll like. We have a pretty good, not a pretty good, a very good run here at the Howard Spirit Shop, and we'd like to have you come down and check us out. We always have wines open here for you to try. So, coming to a close, another Tale of the Grape. I'm the Giz, and you're not. So please do come down and see us, or if you can't come here physically, we're in Howardsport on Cape Cod. Please send a little note back in the space provided today. All right? Thanks. We'll talk to you soon. I'm the Giz, checking out.